Yo, what is up, Raider Nation? It's your boy Simone Raider back at it again with another video, and today I'm going to be recapping the Raiders versus the Rams Week 2 matchup and preseason. Now, I was actually at SoFi Stadium, and that's the reason why I didn't go live on game day, but I was out there, and man, the animosity, just seeing a lot of Raider fans in LA, it just shows you that we still run LA. It don't matter what team you put here. This is a Raiders town. SoFi Stadium is basically Allegiant West. Okay, I seen this funny ass meme on my boy Kakui's Instagram page, and honestly, it really is. The Raider Nation travels, and especially in a town like LA, you already know we're gonna show up and show out. And if you were at the game at SoFi Stadium, you already know that the thousands and thousands of Raider fans were just cheering Raiders throughout the whole game. And you know, the announcers were yelling, "Whose house?" And I'm telling you, 90% of the fans are saying Raiders, because you already know the vibes, man. Again, I had a great time. Shout out to my boy Mikey Raider, aka Raider Central, aka On Air Nation, if y'all don't know, the Raider OG of YouTube, for hooking your boy up with some tickets. So I had to go. I said, you know what, I'm gonna go show up to SoFi Stadium, see what the deal is. And let me tell you something. You know, the parking situation, I would say, is better than Allegiant and whatnot, but their stadium is basically trash. You know, compared to Allegiant Stadium, I would have to say Allegiant Stadium is miles better than SoFi Stadium. But again, I could probably be biased. I also got to give a quick shout out to everybody that stopped your boy yesterday and just showed me some love, just said what's up to me. I really do appreciate that, and it just shows that I'm actually reaching out to people out there that actually watch my channel, and I wouldn't be nothing without you guys. You already know that we reached 30,000 subscribers on this channel. So if this is the first time you're coming across my channel and you love the Las Vegas Raiders, then hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon button, just to notify you guys when I upload more videos just like this. Road to 50K, baby. With that being said, let's get into this recap.
And you tell them one thing, just win, baby.
The game, I thought my cousin was gonna go out there and start the game, Marcus Mariota. Now, he did suit up, but he did not start the game or even play throughout this whole game. Nathan Peterman, the GOAT, played all of the game. Now, John Gruden did come out in his presser later and said that Marcus Mariota wasn't ready to go physically. He was a bit injured, and they didn't want to just put him out there if he wasn't ready to go, which kind of sucks to hear, because I was looking forward to watching him. And last week they said that he was gonna play this week. Now they're saying that he's gonna play next week. Who knows if this guy's gonna play? But Nathan Peterman went out there. The offense was a bit shaky. They were off to a slow start. We ended up getting a touchdown, a 1-yard touchdown. Now, the GOAT Nathan Peterman had a touchdown, but it was called back, and Trey Vegas ended up scoring the touchdown. Now, Trey Vegas didn't do much after the first game that he had last week, having a solid game. He didn't really do much. He only had, what, 6 carries for 1 yard. BJ Emmons had a couple of plays as well. But our leading rusher was Nathan Peterman. He had 5 rushes for 35 yards. Our leading receiver for the game was Marcel Aitman. He came through with 2 receptions for 45 yards and a touchdown. Now, speaking of Nathan Peterman, he didn't really have the best game out there. He showed up in some spurts, but I would have to say most of the blame would have to be on this offensive line. They wasn't good at all, man. This is the second string, third string offensive line, because we know that most of our starters didn't play. Even Andre Jennings didn't play. The only starter that did play in yesterday's game was Alex Leatherwood. He looked good and struggled a bit here and there, but overall, I would say that Alex Leatherwood, you know, he's just learning. But our offensive line as a whole yesterday just wasn't good. You know, Jared Jones-Smith, Patrick Amame, what's his name, Lester Cotton, these guys were letting guys through, and Peterman didn't have any time to get the ball off, and I felt like that's what led to the 3 sacks that he had. And Nathan Peterman threw 2 interceptions in this game as well, which I would say wasn't his fault. One of the passes got tipped off, and the other pass, one of our wide receivers just couldn't catch it and tipped it up in the air, and the defender ended up getting the interception. With that said, Peterman had an okay game today, but he came through when we needed him to the most at the end of the game with that nice pump fake, throwing the touchdown down to Marcel Aitman. Now, moving over to the defensive side, I would have to say this defense played really well, and one guy that just brought that energy off the bat was my boy Nate Hobbs, a guy that I told you guys to look out for in this game. He came through with a nice hit in the beginning of the game off of a screen pass. Now, another guy that I told you guys to look out for was Javin White, and he showed out in this game as well until he got injured. Now, I know he went down later on in the game. Status on him, we don't know. At best, he could be back in 2 weeks. At worst, up to 4 to 6 weeks. So hopefully his injury is not that serious. He returns to the game on crutches, but this guy was another guy that came through with the energy, and I know that he has a spot on this defense if he comes back pretty soon. Another guy that I was excited to see out there was the special teams war daddy, my boy Tanner Muse. He came through with a sack and just was all over the field as well. And last but not least, cannot forget about Darius Philon. He had a nice blocked field goal out there, and he was just a force to be reckoned with on the defensive line. Overall, the experience was nice, just seeing a lot of Raider fans up in SoFi Stadium, just showing love to this team and just proving to the rest of the league that we run LA. It don't matter who you put here, we gonna show up and show out.
Neck in my back.
Now for the my neck and my back play of the game. There was a lot of plays that I could have given it to. You know, the block field goal. I could have given it to the Trey Vegas touchdown. The nice Nathan Peterman run. And maybe even the Nate Hobbs interception. But no. I gotta give it to none other than the GOAT, Nathan Peterman, finding Marcel Amen in the end zone for the game-winning touchdown. Roll the clip.
Squatty body.
Off the pump, going over the top, got a man into the end zone. Marcel Aitman, touchdown Raiders.
Woo! Wait, when I say there was a lot of Raider fans in the stadium, there was a lot of Raider fans in the stadium, because you could hear the Raider fans going wild after that game-winning touchdown. And it was just a beautiful catch by Marcel Aitman, and it's good to see that he got some love out there. He finally got a touchdown in a Raiders uniform. It's been a while since we've seen him get some type of activity on this team. So congratulations to Marcel Aitman getting this touchdown, and to the Raiders for getting this W.
MVP.
Now for the MVP of the game. I don't think it's surprising at all, because this is a guy that John Gruden gave a game ball to at the end of the game, and he doesn't really give game balls to anybody. But our 5th round pick in this year's draft, Nate Hobbs, showed out in this game, and man, I gotta say, this guy is explosive, and all the hype that this team has been showing him throughout the whole offseason, it finally pays off. And I honestly see why they were hyping up so much, because he brings that physicality, he brings that IQ, that playmaking ability on the defensive side, just to be all over. No matter what was going on out there, this guy was just around the ball, and that's what I love to see. And in this game, Hobbs showed out, had 4 tackles, 2 pass breakups, and 1 interception, and again, almost had a sack today. I mean, that's a solid stat sheet. So shout out to Nate Hobbs for being the preseason week 2 MVP of the game. All right, Raider Nation, that is all I have for you guys today on this video. If you guys enjoyed it, don't forget to smash that like button. If this is the first time you're coming across my channel, then hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon button just to notify you guys when I upload more videos just like this. Until the next video, this is your boy Samoa Raider, and your boys, yeah.
And you tell them one thing. Just win,